Hello everyone. A few days ago, Malocus made a very interesting posting on Spectrum. I hope I don't butcher your name. Malocus provided us with ship and component data until he stopped in 3.8. This was very helpful. This was before we had Aircule and Olakeen. This was not as convenient as using Olakeen and Aircule nowadays, but I use this a lot to decide what weapons I put on my ship, what shields, and so on. There's an obvious cost to going between planets in terms of travel time. This is more pronounced with frequent quantum drive refueling, and that's fine so long as we don't have to constantly move between planets for content. Unfortunately, most mission types routinely force us to do this. CHG always loves to do this. For example, remember last year's overdrive missions? We had to fly all over the system, all over Stanton, just to do the missions. To me, this looks, once again, like CHG has no idea how to make fun and interesting content. It seems like the more tedious, the more boring, the more time players are spending on missions, the better the game is, right, Chris? Of course, Star Citizen is a space game. I'm not supposed to be everywhere in a split second. I don't want to teleport all over the system, but having to fly all over Stanton, from one end to the other, just to do overdrive missions or other mission types, is getting really old. Not to mention that in Quantum you have nothing to do. I don't want to steer my ship in Quantum Drive. I don't want to do repairs. I don't want to change fuses. I have no idea how to solve this issue. In other games, there are travel times too. For example, Cyberpunk, 7 Days to Die, the good old Mafia games, and GTA. In these games, you're actively steering your vehicle going from A to B, and you have to adjust to traffic, which actually is fun and never takes long, usually way less than 5 minutes. And Omen Road, CRG and Bert game design, what a combo, old as Kickstarter itself. I never understood why CRG doesn't hire at least one person who has a good idea how to make fun and interesting content. Having to fly all over the system for so many missions is a sign of very bad game design. It's a sign of a developer who thinks the more time sinks he puts into his game, the better his game is. And again, to make this perfectly clear, this is a space game. Some things should take time, that's totally fine. But there should be a balance between things taking time and just mindlessly brain-dead quantum jumping all over Stanton just to do some missions. The ratio between preparation, mindless time sinks, and doing something that's actually fun in Star Citizen is 10 to 1. 10 minutes of preparation, mindless time sinks to 1 minute of fun. I feel sorry. I feel very, very sorry for everyone who's playing Star Citizen with only one monitor. Star Citizen is one of the games I cannot play without having YouTube, Netflix, Prime, whatever on my second monitor. Gofford Road, my phase 2 missions for the event, had me flying between Hurston and Microtech every single time for all 6. Yeah, there are so many things really, really bad with Star Citizen in 2024. The game has gotten way worse, and CRG still doesn't have at least one person who has a good idea to make fun and interesting missions. Chris, waiting in your spaceship doing nothing, immersive elevator and metro rides, is not good gameplay. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye. Auf Wiedersehen. Cricket STV. Okay. That's an explosion, and look at this wreck. It's now flying up. Okay, this game. We have a new satellite. Cyclone. Okay, it's now floating up to like STV did. Okay. what's going on today? Chris, what's going on? Okay, now hull comes down. But part of the chassis are still up. Hey, you're still here. You might want to join me on Twitter. My Twitter account is Camural_SC.